Hi everyone, I'm Zuzka, the Craftsy Penguin. Welcome back to another video. Long time no see. I know it's summer vacation, it's the holiday, and I was just doing other stuff and I had my kiddos around for most of the time, so I wasn't really able to film. Also, I just occupied myself with different stuff. Lots of sorting, lots of, being outside, and also just watching videos from other creators. I'm still in the jet lag wave, and since I rewatched some series, now I have a long watch list of my regular subscriptions watch list on YouTube. So yeah, catching up on that. But I was able to get myself an afternoon of free time here to film just a bit. So here is a quick update for you about what I've been working on. And yeah, I still have the video about the mesh bag to edit. I have it filmed. I have pictures for part of the written tutorial for the written pattern. I still need some more pictures of the progress of the bag, which means I need to make another one basically and make pictures along the way, because I didn't do it while filming the pink one for the tutorial, for the video tutorial. And yeah, I'm scared of the editing. Totally. I just do not enjoy that. It's gonna be a lot of work. A lot of, text on screen and merging stuff together and checking if everything goes logically in the right way, and that I have it then ready with the written pattern as well for basically the launch of it, so that I have the video and the written one together, so that I can link in the description of the tutorial to the written pattern on Ravelry, probably. So yeah, lots of work. I need to separate it into some chunks, otherwise I'm gonna procrastinate it forever. Sorry, I really want to do it. And I will. I'm just, I'm a procrastinator. I am a person who feels overwhelmed by this kind of stuff a bit. So yeah. Tea helps. Anyways, what I have on my table now to show you is most of what I've done in the past few weeks. One thing that I already one thing that I gave back to the person who asked me to embellish it is already gone. So it was again Cleo. She had this beautiful green polished stone. I will have a picture somewhere on the screen for you. She had this polished stone which was really pretty, and she wanted it just simply wire wrapped with the empty spaces on both sides. So I'll also have a picture up on the screen of the finished thing, but that one is with her now. So other than that, one thing that you maybe noticed, maybe didn't, is the thing that I'm wearing. I'm wearing one of my favorite colorful t-shirts, which I was not able to wear for quite some time, because it's one of those that I took the hem off and made a crochet one, which I've shown you in the past, in the last video. Yeah, in the last video I have shown you the band for the hem of this t-shirt. So I have sewn it on my machine yesterday to the t-shirt, and it's now finished, and I will try to show you. Excuse the awkward angles here. I don't have the space really to go back there, but look at it. It has a hem. I'm not sure you can see it. Yeah, you can. I know it's not really easy to see if it's not, you know, a full person view. I'll try to adjust this and I'll try to show you better, right? Okay. Yeah, now you can see that, right? Whee! It has a hem. It has a hem. It works. It works. It's tiny bit snatched, but that's okay. That should be okay, because on the rainbow shirt, hello, focus. Okay, on the rainbow shirt, the crocheted hem had stretched with, you know, washing and wearing. So on that one, it's now a bit flaring out, basically, which is not wrong, but I wanted, you know, more straight-ish hem for this one, so I tried to make it just a bit smaller, you know, and I stretched the t-shirt a bit while sewing it on, and I think with washing it will, you know, stretch out a bit and it will be unsnatched. Basically, I think it will be just, you know, a straight t-shirt. We'll see about that. Anyways, that's the thing that I have on, and I'm really happy with it because I really like this t-shirt. Also, my kiddos have both t-shirts from this material, so we can match in these ones and also in the rainbow ones, because they also have the rainbow stripes ones. So we have a matching set. And it's really cool when we go somewhere where we, you know, need to be as a group. We were to the Fantasy Festival just for one afternoon at the beginning of the holiday, and we all had these rainbow t-shirts, and it was great because everyone knew who these two kiddos running around belonged to, which sometimes I don't really need them to know, but yeah, it was useful. It was good, and people liked it. So yeah, I recommended the maker of these t-shirts to one other friend that was there and really liked that. Anyways, I'm getting chatty here. Sorry, but I guess you might enjoy that. Starting from the smallest stuff that I have on my table, we are not going chronologically here. We are not going chronologically. I have a few friendship bracelets. First of all, I finished a bracelet that was work in progress for, and I'm not even kidding, almost 20 years. And I know it might sound crazy. It's like when I started it when I was 18, yeah. Basically that, because there is this brand of embroidery floss that's called DMC, you might know it maybe, which are really quality ones, and they have a wide variety of colors. They have colors that other brands, you know, don't have, and they really have like hundreds of colors. And the string is really smooth. It's slightly shiny, which some cotton embroidery floss are not. This is also cotton embroidery floss, but you know, the quality is like that. So I bought a bunch of DMC embroidery floss when I was on vacation with my parents in France in 2006. We were in Saint-Benoît-sur-Loire, and there was this hobby shop, textile arts shop, some kind of that, in the small town, and they had, you know, this stand with the embroidery floss, and I was like, this floss is not even available in Czech Republic, or it's really pricey or something like that, and they have it for kind of reasonable price. We also we were there with my mom. And after that, my dad was like, what have you bought for such money? No. It was quite okay, but we spent some euros over there. And we bought some embroidery kits there, which I started working on right away and had finished, you know, in the next month or two. But I had this bunch of the embroidery floss bought separately, and at that time I used to do a lot of friendship bracelets, and I started this friendship bracelets just from these DMC embroidery floss colors, or the bunch that I had, to make something, you know, sort of special. And I found, or I guess I devised a pattern, because at that time I didn't know any sources for bracelet patterns other than one blog that I found that had, you know, photos which I was able to translate into patterns thanks to graph paper and my skills and some colored pencils. So yeah, I started this pattern, and then it became a very long work in progress because it was just annoying to knot. Every time I picked it up, I added a few squares, you will see when I show you in details, and I left it again because it was just annoying, you know, changing colors all the time and knotting just 2 knots and then 2 knots on the other side and all of that. It was not a great pattern for segment knotting, and it would be even worse for row by row knotting, I guess. Whatever. It just laid for years. Then I picked it up again and then left it again, you know, repeat, rinse and repeat all the time. And about 2 years ago, I put it in this Ziploc bag and put it in my backpack, and I tried to knot on it when I was with the kiddos on the playground. It is possible that I've shown you maybe that it was in progress somewhere in the last, you know, few months, I'm not sure. But last week I sat down, and because I wanted to do other bracelets, I just told myself that before I do that, I should finish this one. And I had only about, you know, this part remaining. So I managed. I did it. I put some videos on and forced myself to do it. So here it is. Here is the bracelet that was so annoying to make, and which is made out of high quality embroidery floss from DMC. I really love the color scheme. The white that you see there is actually sort of cream white, sort of off-white. There is a beautiful periwinkle and a gradient from green to purple, plus the dark blue, and I love it, honestly. And it's quite a big one, it's quite a thick one. It looks quite majestic on my wrist, I think. But yeah, it was a pain to make. Anyways, that's really something that was maybe my longest work in progress of my life, possibly. So yeah, after I finished that, I had this itch to make some bracelets in the Jetlag, the game logo colors. They have this logo of dark blue, navy blue plain in the sunset colors with white over it. So first I made this chevron bracelet with all those colors. So this one was the first one, and then when I was working on this one, I realized that the white part is kind of harsh, and that I would like maybe just the gradient without the white. So of course I picked my favorite arrowhead pattern and made this. bracelet. It's quite short because I only had remainders of the dark blue. It's the same dark blue that is actually in this. I had the rest of the DMC embroidery floss, which I used in this one, and then the really short remainders in this one. But it fits my wrist. I can tie it really well. It's kind of just enough, just okay. And with the very, very, very ends, I managed to make just this small twisty string as a third bracelet. So it's sort of set. It's it fits together, I think. And I already shared it on the jet-lag communities, and it was received really well. So I'm really happy with the set. It looks really nice like this, I think. Yeah. And that was sort of my, you know, summer craftsy stuff, because many people have these friendship bracelets connected in their mind to the summer holiday, which for me it doesn't really work that way. I am able to make friendship bracelets through the whole year. I don't think it's seasonal, but yeah, it still felt like this nostalgic holiday themed, holiday spirit craft. So yeah, those were the bracelets, and now I need to show you one of the big things. Of course, you know what I'm talking about. Peak. I finished the Darjeeling Tea Shawl, and it was quite a quick make in the end. It took me not even a whole month. I started it on the 19th of June and finished it on 13th or 14th of July. But yeah, I just love the pattern, the ridges in there. They are doing quite a nice job there, see? And the whole gradient, the whole color scheme is amazing. So yeah, I think it's really beautiful. It's already washed and blocked. I almost didn't have a space to block it, because there is danger when I block stuff on the floor that our cat is going to stomp on it and put her claws into it. And at one point with one really old make, she actually peed on it, because it was put on the floor in the room where her cat toilet is. So yeah, that was not fun, but it was at that point the only room where the kiddos didn't have access. Sorry for the noises outside. There are some kiddos as well. So yeah, that was the only room where the kiddos couldn't get to it, and of course when I'm blocking it there is a bunch of pins in it, so I wanted to keep it safe, and instead it got kinda not ruined, but I had to wash it quite a bit of times after that. Anyways, this one didn't have that issue. I put the blocking mat on our bed in our bedroom and closed the door off. But in the evening we needed to move it somewhere to have a place to sleep. So we transported the mat actually on the top of our clothes rack for drying clothes. So that was a job for me and my husband together, because in one person it wasn't doable, and even with two people it was quite a challenge to move from one room to the other and not ruin it. But it blocked very well. It's really nice now, really regular, and I already took pictures of it to have some nice ones. I took it outside for the pictures, and I'm really like looking forward to wearing this because this is going to be great inside, you know, a winter coat for the cold months. It's gonna be awesome. I rolled the yellow all in. Yeah, now it's, yeah, that looks great, right? And it's really pleasant to touch. It's soft and it's sort of sliding between the fingers, you know, it's not catching on stuff. So yeah, I think this is going to get a lot of use. This one, as I said before, is for me. I'm going to keep this one, and I already have plans for other shawls. I'm trying to keep myself accountable and work on the stuff that I need to do before that, because I have some commissions. I have something that I promised to do like a year ago, which I need to do that really. Also, I promised my mom a cardigan out of those, you know, natural colors stuff and all of that, but I have this yarn cake in mind for a Kalinda shawl, which is this pattern with like waves in it, which looks really great, and I have, I think, the perfect color combo for that. So we'll see if I'll be able to postpone that, and if I'll be able to stop myself from starting another shawl. But anyways, this is gonna come. I know the shawl is somewhere in the future for me. So another thing that I'm trying to work on, and is one of those things that I should finish, or at least do a lot more of before starting that shawl, is that wrap cardigan for me, which you have already seen part of it. It's a moss stitch, nicely stretchy moss stitch in this cotton polyacrylic blend of the Katia yarn from Ariadne. It grows slowly. It's boring. I'm sorry to say this, but this is boring. Every time I sit with it and try to do just a bit, I do just a row and a half or 2 rows, and then I have to just put it down and rest for a bit, because I don't know, when I was making that moss stitch cardigan for my mother-in-law, it was on a much bigger hook and it kept growing, you know, quite quickly, and this one just doesn't grow. It's annoying. But still, I want it to be like this. I want the fabric to be like this, stretchy and soft and, you know, pliable. And I want the wrap cardigan to be made like this, so I need to continue on it. I don't know how much I have right now. It's not gonna be as much as I think. Whoop. It's about 16 centimeters of it. Let's see, 15 and a half. Jeez! I need 10 more centimeters to get to the arm size, and this is just the back part. So it's just so much more to go, but I'll manage. I'll do it. I need to catch up on my videos, and I should be doing this along with it to catch up on the wrap cardigan, right? Yeah. I'm also trying to bring it with me wherever I go, so that's why it's in the bag, together with some embroidery floss for a bracelet as well. But yeah, I need to work on this. I need to dedicate to that. And now, last but not least, we need to address the cat in the room, and not the living one, which I'm not sure where she is. Yeah, she's sleeping over there on the couch. Can you see her? Oh, awesome. No, not that cat, this cat. I was postponing the megacat that I promised to Jadra because I didn't like the technique I used for that. But now there is a huge part of a cat present. And that's because I had the face part before, and I did the thing where I had 2 strings and I kept switching between the black and the caramel one. And it was first annoying. Second, Jad said she wanted it slightly less spotted, slightly less caramelly. More black, you know. And then I have the experience from the crochet rocket that I made for my husband, that when you do these 2 strings together and switching between them, and the floats are, you know, on the inside of the cat, they can get pulled out in the stitches and you can end up with loops sticking out of the body of the cat. It's not a risk of it unraveling, but it can loop out basically and become uneven, and I didn't want that for this megacat. So I frogged the face part that I had and I started it in all black. And I consulted with Jad because that meant that I probably won't get to the whole size of the cat with the 2 balls of the Dolce Maxi that I had. And she was okay with that, but also I showed her the face part with ears once I had that done in the all black. And she said she wants it bigger, about as big as it is with the ears, you know. So I added 2 rows to the face flat part and it became really huge. And also that means that it's going to be shorter than the standard megacat or love cat. I have about this much of yarn remaining, you know, for what I am going to show you. I also have the tail ready so that I can use all of this for the body. But, and remember I'm making this with a 12mm hook, I have this much of a cat. There's the face. She looks so cute. She's not even that much derpy. It was a challenge to set the eyes in. My husband actually found a piece of wood with a hole in it in his workshop that I used to push the other side on the eyes. But yeah, she wanted a pink nose on her, which is really cute. And then I went into the finished black, you know, fabric, and I embroidered the caramel spots, the parts. It's meant to be a tortoise shell. And after showing this to Jad, the face part, she said that's okay, but on the body there should be more like, you know, concentrated spots of the caramel and then a few separated ones and more of the black. So I did that. She also asked for a cross on one of the paws, which is super cute. And now I have the back paws ready there, and you can see there is something inside which looks kind of weird, but with the megacat that we have and with the other one that I've made already, I used this non-woven textile fabric, sounds weird, to make a bag inside, like a pillow inside for the stuffing, so that the stuffing doesn't come through the holes in the crocheted fabric. So this time I didn't have enough of that non-woven fabric, so I used part of an old stretchy bed sheet, which was cleaned and everything, but I had some fluff, some stuffing, you can see it peeking out here. And in the end I'll stuff it and sew this together, and then crochet sew this together. You haven't seen, right? I'll fill it in, sew it together, and then I will crochet over it to make the butt of the cat, the back side of it. But for now I'm waiting for stuffing that I ordered, because what is inside here is all of the stuffing that I had left, and it's not enough for this megacat. So I'm waiting for that, then I will stuff it and finish the megacat and finish also the embroidery of the spots on it. And I think it's going to be so cute, so cuddly. Judd wants, you know, a huggable cat, so I think that's going to really be a huggable one. And yeah, she's kind of derpy, but she's so cute. So yeah, that is basically what I'm working on. I need to do some beaded projects. I have 2 bags of beads over there staring at me on the windowsill, ready to be, you know, made into something. So I need to do that as well. I basically have a list, you know, again, of craftsy project to do. And I really should do those before the calendar shawl. Are you going to keep me accountable? Probably not, right? Anyways, I'm really happy that you spent your time with me, that you watched this video all through. Thank you so much for that, if you did. Thank you to all of you who are subscribed to the channel. If you are not, please do that. Like the video, comment on it. I have just this one, no, I have 2 people who are commenting on my video, you know, every time, which warms my heart. Thank you so much. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that you are watching and that you are here with me following my crafty journey. And if you are not, that's alright. Just maybe come back sometime or share the video or whatever. All my socials and my coffee are going to be linked in the description of the video. You can go check those out. If you're following me on Instagram, you have already seen some of these things on there, because I am not coordinated enough to, you know, time the stuff, which is also why I don't have the buffer for vacation time, and I don't have videos planned to the future. So it comes as it comes, and yeah, this is how it goes here. Yeah, anyways, for now, have a great time. Enjoy crafting, enjoy creating, and enjoy the colors. Goodbye.